Installation of the work truck step on a 2015 Ford Transit Van, high roof, 148 wheelbase. We have your basic components, which is your cover, your two back brackets, your two front brackets, and your work truck step. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pre-assemble the cover with the front brackets only at this point. Make sure you line it right. As shown. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put it on the jack. Get my washers and nuts. Okay, once the step is positioned in the middle of your stepping area here, make sure you get a good position of where you're going to want your step. Now we're going to go underneath and show you the next step. Now you see your brackets, I flipped them around as they should go. You're going to mount it flush against the pinch hold area there. So your step looks like so. You will mark both outsides of your bracket, which will give you a line to drill your 5/16 hole.
You can also mark the hole.
Yeah, true, but or you can mark the hole as well, like so. Okay, once you have your holes drilled out, you're gonna get a finer flathead screwdriver. You're gonna get into the plastic area here. You're gonna insert your blind nuts or clip nuts into. Make sure you get another one just so you can get some more leverage on this plastic. Try not to break the clips here. Once you get in there, they'll go in like so. Okay, now you have your front brackets bolted up as shown. They should be pretty snug. For now, do not tighten anything. Everything is still loose. These are still loose. The bolts to the actual step are still loose. Do not tighten anything at this point. What you do here is you are going to put your rear brackets on now, as shown, with your 5/16 bolts. Just to make sure they fit in there, and that will do it at this point before we put in our sheet metal screws, which will come in after this next segment. Okay, once you have your step with the rear brackets aligned as shown, you're gonna need a level for the next step. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm going to drop the step here. Remember to unbolt your 2 front bolts from the front brackets to get the sheet metal screw in to the body. But before you do that, make sure everything is lining up correctly like shown. Your brackets are almost touching the truck body as shown, and everything, your front brackets are looking straight, they're not cocked. Make sure all of that is looking good before we drop the step. Okay, once your step is lowered, we are going to run your self-tapping sheet metal screws into these holes on both front brackets. Tighten them all the way, followed by your 5/16 bolt that you're gonna have to tighten as well. Okay, now our brackets are nice and tight. We are going to go up with our step again to meet up with these brackets. What we are going to do now is we're going to tighten these front brackets. Now before we go ahead and we tighten our rear brackets, make sure you get a good angle. Make sure you're nice and straight back here. Once you find that it's nice and straight, you are going to tighten your rear brackets, followed by putting your sheet metal screws in through the back holes here. But make sure you're leveled with the step. Now we have our sheet metal screws in like you see on this side. I'll show you on this one. We just tighten them up here, tightening them up. So now what we'll do is we will do our last one here, which is tightening the back brackets to the step. And there you have it. It is done. Now we have the step installed.